It's Lori K today with a Menopause Check-In to get through this thing called midlife. We're on week 4, day 2 with our gratitude practice. We're going to be talking about grief, going through that transition to midlife, grieving who we might have been and who we're becoming. We are on page 145 in our Menopause Self-Care Journal, or grab your journal, your book, your notebook, our weekly gratitude practice. Go ahead and write down today's date and we will get started. I filled this out today already. So, grief of who I was. That's who I put down. What are you grateful for this week? What will you be going through this whole week? I'm going to ask you some questions. You can pause the video or just listen to the whole thing and then write yours, what you're grateful for this week. Mine is grief of who I was. And what adjectives come to mind for what you are deeply grateful for right now? Adjectives, think of words that describe this feeling or experience for you. Don't overthink it. Let your first impression guide you. What I put for this particular one, grief of what I was, of who I was. What I was, who I was, is transformational. It really, truly is. It's healing. It feels like I'm just sprouting, I'm growing. There are times when that grief hits hard, just like when you grieve a loss of someone, whether they leave this earth or you have to part ways. It's that sometimes depression, that sadness, that missing of that energetic human I used to be. Man, I had so much energy. I'm grieving that. But grieving is shaping us to who we are, who are we becoming. You got to go through those grieving steps. You know those steps. And then they aren't lineal, man. They just woohoo, ride the roller coaster. All right, the next question. What color do I associate with this particular great gratitude that you have? In the beginning of the book, I have an explanation. I should have put a paper clip on it. Should have, would have, could have. As to more details. So the color, what color do I associate with this particular thing I'm grateful for right now? Imagine a color that represents this gratitude. It can be literal or symbolic. So, of course, for the color to grieve of who I was, I put gray and black, all the grieving colors, the depression, the sadness, the missing pieces. And then purple to soft yellow to reaching some stages where I'm okay with who I'm becoming to I'm great with who I am. It's fantastic. Here I am. Here's the next phase. It's midlife, baby. I've grieved it. I feel grateful to be here. I'm alive. I don't know. I'm getting passionate about it here. Okay. Where in my body do I feel this particular gratitude? I said mind. It's a mindset thing for me because there's no other thing I could think of. It's like maybe in my heart, it pulls in my heart sometimes. You can feel it in the center of my chest, but mostly it's just in my mind. It's a mind game, isn't it? We're just playing mind tricks on ourselves. So that one was notice any physical sensation that arise when you're kind of meditating on this particular piece that you're grateful for. Gratitude can show up in your chest, your stomach, your shoulders, or elsewhere. Next question about this one particular thing you're grateful for, and mine is grief of who I was. What specific emotion comes up? Your name the feeling you notice. You can use the feel wheel. Oh, yeah. I did a little feel wheel here. If you need a feel wheel, it's helpful for me. I said sadness. These are emotions I'm feeling with grief. release, relief, compassion for who I was, for who I am now. Feeling more compassionate, giving myself grace. For my past self, for my future opportunities. A bittersweet peace and acceptance. It's sort of like we never really grieved our teenage years, or, when we were 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. You don't grieve those years, right? We don't grieve not being a teenager. I mean, sometimes maybe, like not having that energy, but during this transition is the most grief I've felt for an age, if you will. You know what I mean? Like 16, I was like, oh, I got my driver's license. 21, I'm out of the house. I can do this. That's celebration. Why aren't we celebrating this time? I don't know. Next question. What about this makes me feel grateful right now? Right now. Reflect on the reason this moment, person, or thing matters to you. Focus on what feels meaningful in this exact moment for this gratitude. I said, noticing that's where some of my sadness was and appreciating my growth throughout the stage. So some of the sadness with that menopause, I'm like, I wonder if some of it has to do with the grieving aspect of it. We have that menopause anxiety, that menopause depression. Maybe some of it is the grief process we're going through. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, man. How will I show this gratitude? Think of a small action or a thought or a habit that reflects this feeling. I said by letting myself feel it when it shows up, by honoring what that part of me survived, allowing myself to move from survival to thriving, please. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, and the part about letting myself feel it when it shows up, that's noticing emotions and feelings, which is difficult sometimes for me. So to notice it and say, am I grieving? I got to stop myself. Why am I sad today? What is it? The weather? Is it that I'm sad because I'm not as energetic and I feel like I don't want to go out. I mean, yeah, I'm an introvert, but I don't know. I just don't feel like going out today, like I got to pinpoint it. When will I remind myself of this feeling again? Decide on a cue, moment, or ritual to reconnect with this gratitude in the future. Next time I feel the stages of grief about who I was, when will I remind myself of this feeling again? That's just it. When I'm in the depth of the sadness, in the depth of the depression. I have to think about that. And start trying to reconnect myself with what my passions are now rather than what they were. We're moving forward, baby. We're moving forward. Leadership, ladies, let's go. Okay, who helps me grow and learn around this thing I'm grateful for? Identify people, guides, or sources of support that strengthen your relationship to this gratitude. I said, I do. It starts with me. I also said those who understand, my therapist, journaling, music. But I also said that for the next question, which is, who will I share this with? Who will you share it with? That is special, isn't it? Consider anyone who you want to tell or demonstrate your gratitude to, even if it's quietly. Who are you going to share this gratitude with? I said, those who understand, my therapist, when I'm doing this video with you, sharing it with you. All right, page 146, we're doing our daily check-in. Write down the date and your weather outside. Let me know how your gratitude practice went for today. I also want to mention a few more things about grief that I have also. It doesn't mean that something is wrong. It just means that something mattered. And gratitude for what matters to us, we need to honor that. And in midlife, it's not about complete and total utter loss. We have so much to look forward to. So much. And just letting go and being thankful that we're still here. That was one version of us. Now here we are, going onward and upward. We can grieve the past and be grateful. We can do two things at once. We can. They can exist at the same time. And this gratitude practice that I've been doing, this is the last week that we're doing this gratitude practice. It isn't about forcing positivity. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, of course, we can be grateful every day for our 5 things or 3 things or whatever. But this is just a deeper gratitude practice just to help us really embody the one thing that we're grateful for, whether we do it daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, whatever. All right, that was a tangent. I'm sorry. We're on check-in page. Put today's date. Today is, and what's the weather out for you? What time did you get to sleep last night? And what time did you wake up? And did you have any nighttime interruptions? How many total hours did you get of sleep last night? What was your quality of sleep? There's my puppy dog. And what was your morning mood? Were you happy, sad, tired, exhausted, anxious, neutral? What's your afternoon mood? And your evening mood? What's your energy level today? Low, medium, high? Did you take your medication, supplements, HRTs? Which brings us to our water intake. Cheers. How many did you have today? How many glasses of water did you have? And meal tracker. Jot down your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. Any snacks you had. How was your movement today? How much exercise did you get today? Did you do cardio, walking, yoga, Pilates, weights? Was it a rest day? What kind of time, effort, and goals did you put into it? Any symptom changes, lifestyle changes, dreams you remember from last night? I'm changing my vitamins up, so I'm jotting down how I'm feeling. My tongue was tingling. I'm going to put that on the symptoms page. Anyway, got a little journal page here for you. And then we'll go into our menopause symptom tracker. I only have 28 symptoms on here with room to add your own. But I like to go over more than just the 28, which I wrote down one week that we were here doing this together. Menopause symptom tracker. How's your anxiety on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the worst? Panic attacks or social withdrawal, social anxiety. How's your bloating on a scale of 1 to 5? Your digestion issues. Do you have like abdominal pain, acid reflux, GERD, constipation, gas, loose stools. You can jot any of these things down. What's your body odor like? Are you noticing more sweat, less sweat, different smells? I have to put more deodorant on, to be honest, throughout the day. And it's cold out. What's your brain fog like? And breast discomfort, like aching or soreness in your breast, tingling or swelling, tender tightness, anything you want to jot down that you're noticing. What's your depression like on a scale of 1 to 5? What's your fatigue like? Your hair loss or growth? Are you noticing, is it wiry, curly, oily, or dry, more so than lately? What's your hot flashes? You get hot flashes? Night sweats? Incontinence? Overactive bladder or urinary urgency? Are you getting more UTIs? Ooh. Irregular heartbeat, blood pressure changes, palpitations, irritability, itchy ears, itchy skin, libido changes, pain, dryness, decreased, increased libido, memory problems, mood swings, nausea, nerve pain, night sweats. I already said that. Shortness of breath, tightness in your chest, or wheezing. Make sure you're going to the doctor. Bring your book along with you. I forgot to bring mine the other day. Skin problems, acne, dry skin, sagging skin, sleep trouble, insomnia, restless leg syndrome, sleep apnea, waking in the middle of the night, vagina irritation, vertigo, weight gain, loss of appetite or more cravings, metallic taste in your mouth, frozen shoulder, nail changes, are they dry, ridges, cracks, chips, joint stiffness, loss of grip, strength, muscle aches, muscle loss. Oh, it goes on. Should I keep going? Burning in mouth, oral and dental, gingivitis, oral pain, tooth sensitivity, dry, itchy eyes, impulsivity or risk-taking behavior, heightened sense of caution, compulsive or repetitive behaviors, increased sensitivity to stress, isolation, memory lapses, forgetfulness, sudden onset of phobias like driving, sudden tears, anger, decreased, increased, motivation, difficulty concentrating, difficulty with word retrieval, feelings of dread, increased clumsiness, numbness in your fingers, feet, phantom smells, scalp sensitivity, burning mouth, changes in the taste perception. I could go, I'm not going to read all these to you. Jot down what you're feeling today. We could go on and on and on and on. All right, tomorrow is week 4, day 3. We're going to be reclaiming rest tomorrow. I really appreciate you coming in here and hanging out with me, watching my videos, and commenting, and coming into the community and sharing everything you have and all the things, sharing and liking and all the things. And thank you, and thank you. TTFN, my friends. Put my finger up. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.